it yesterday. So once again, I am Beverly Walthour, your business strategist for Christian female coaches and consultants. And so today we're going to actually do a continuation to what we had with yesterday's video. So I told you guys that this would be a 4-part series. So we're just going to talk about different things that you can offer in your coaching and consulting business. And so yesterday we talked about products. And so with yesterday, we talked about the fact that you can have physical products. And, if you're a coach or a consultant, if you have a physical product that actually aligns to your brand, then you can certainly have that. And usually when you have products in your business, they can range anywhere from like $7 all the way up to like $97. And so we even broke down the math a little bit, and we talked about, how much would I need to sell at certain price points in order for me to make, I just chose $100,000 a year. And so those of you, if you are not in my Facebook group, I put a little graphic up in my Facebook group that kind of broke it down at each price point. So if you're not in my Facebook group, I definitely do encourage you to join my Facebook group, Christian Female Coaches and Consultants. So you can definitely come on over. So if you are on IG, that link is in my bio. If you're on Periscope, come on over to Facebook and you can search out Christian Female Coaches and Consultants and you'll be able to find the group. And so once again, I just had a little graphic in there that kind of broke down how much you would need to sell products at certain price points in order for you to hit if you had a goal of $100,000. So of course you can change it to whatever your goal is, but I just did it for $100,000 annually. And so, yes, so we talked about physical products. So once again, any of those things that align with your brand. And so those of you, if you do not know, I have a book called Tying the Knot Between Ministry and the Marketplace. So I was actually one of 11 incredible women of God, other women of God. And so in our book, we just talked about how you can still be successful in the marketplace. And so for you, if the marketplace is you as an employee and or as an entrepreneur, hey, Tilda, how are you? Then you can still be successful, as an employee, as an entrepreneur. So that's what the book is about as a whole is, you can still maintain your Christian values and still be successful. And so, we talked about the physical products. Also note that you can also have digital products in your business as well. So it's just you taking information and packaging that and being able to sell that. So that's what we hit on yesterday. So if you missed yesterday's video, feel free to check that out. So once again, if you're in the Facebook group, the video is in the Facebook group. Or if you're joining from my Facebook page, the same thing, that video is still there. And you'll know the difference of whether or not you're joining me from my group or my page, because if you're on my page, you'll see a share button. And definitely feel free to share out the videos, especially if you know other coaches and consultants. So of course, if you're on IG or Periscope, come on over to the group. That way you can still watch the videos from yesterday. And so today we're going to just touch a little bit now on the next topic. So yesterday we talked about products, so both physical products and digital products. And so today I just wanted to talk about programs. And so with your programs, those are usually, you can actually do it in a couple of different ways when you offer programs as a coach or a consultant. Your programs can be in person or they can be online. You can deliver them in person or online. And with your programs, the length of time that you do a program can certainly vary. You can have a program where, and usually with the program, you're delivering some type of information, of course. And with that program, it can be anywhere from like 3 hours all the way up to like 12 months. It can be a year-long mastermind. And so usually with programs, they're usually groups. So, you usually have at least 3 people in the group. So 3 on up to whatever you feel like you can handle effectively. And so with the programs, once again, they're designated to be, or usually, like I said, as a group. And as that group, you usually have one little, or depending upon the length, if it's a shorter one, hey, Letitia, thank you for popping up on in here. And so with your, with that program, if it's a shorter one, then usually it's one specific topic that you're working on. Of course, if it's a year-long mastermind, then you can certainly have multiple topics that you're talking about and that you're covering every month. And so, of course, depending upon the content, the value, the length of time, then that will certainly determine the pricing of your program. So if it's a 3-hour, and usually I've talked about this before, like if it's a 3-hour, usually you may hear it called a master class or a boot camp, like you'll hear that terminology. And so, if it's 3 hours, you can range that anywhere in price from, $97 on up. And so, you may see some people offering it for $47, just depending upon, once again, the content, the value that they're offering. If they offer it for $47, it may be like a, early bird special. Hey, if you get in before this time, then you'll get this price. If not, then it'll shoot up to a different price. And this doesn't matter. And, I talk to coaches and consultants, but even if you have a physical product that you are selling, you can still do a program. Because what I like to tell people that still have physical products is you can still package up the information that you have. So if you created a t-shirt line, and I know Letitia has her natural products, you can still teach a class on that, because I'm telling you, other people want to be able to do what it is that you're doing. So package up your knowledge and create a course on that. And like I said, it can be anywhere from 3 hours up to a 12-month mastermind. So just depending upon that content, you can certainly do that. And so, hey, Unique, thank you for popping up in here. And so you guys, once again, when it comes to the pricing, just like we talked yesterday, usually your programs are going to be more expensive than your products. There we go. Well, there you go, Letitia. She said I gave her an idea for a skincare boot camp. There you go. And so you guys, once again, what you may hear some people do, and this is completely up to you because it's your business. If you're launching it for the first time, hey, thank you for joining. There we go. My IG people are popping on. My Periscope folks are on. My Facebook people are here. You can certainly, if it's your first time doing a course, or if you want to test it out, you can certainly offer it as a beta first. And, whether or not you call it beta, completely up to you. That's totally up to you. But usually with the beta, what you're trying to do is, it's twofold. Like you're trying to work out, making sure everything goes smoothly with the course. Did you actually designate enough time for it? And so you can have it at a lower price point to start off with. But the main goal of that is for you to get the testimonials. Like when people join that course and you say, hey, it's at this price, you're going to get it at this price, this lower price. But in exchange for that, I'm looking for your testimonial. So yes, and they pay for it. You guys, once again, you want to go ahead and get people in the habit of paying for things. And so, you're getting at this lower price point. Hey, in exchange for that, I need your testimonial, and you can have them do their testimonials in different ways. Once again, it could be a written testimonial. You can have it as a case study, or you can have them do it as a video testimonial, completely up to you. And so then once you run that beta course the first time, you get all the kinks out. You're like, yay, that was enough time, or no, I could have shortened it. Instead of it being 6 weeks, it could be 4 weeks. I've gotten the testimonials to show that, hey, yes, this does work. And then the next time you launch it, then you can launch it at a higher price. Well, hey, Letitia, I mentioned this to you before. I remember, yeah, you can certainly do that. You guys, like I said, even people with physical products, they sometimes feel like they can't do a program, and you can. Because like I said, there are certainly people out there that want to know how you did what you did. So certainly, take that information. That's what you're doing. You're selling your information. So if you don't do it as a course, you can certainly still do it as a digital product, or you can have it hand in hand. Part of your course, you have a PDF or something that goes along with it. And so, like I said, the price point on it is certainly up to you. I've been in courses that have lasted 3 months and it's been $29.97. I've been in courses that have lasted 6 weeks for $3,000. Oh, there we go. I want to be a coach in the future, working on some things that perfect. Hey, certainly reach out to me if you want to be a coach, because that's definitely who I work with. So certainly make sure you reach out to me. And so you guys, definitely with these programs, you can take it any way you want to. Like I said, it can be a 3-hour course, because what you want to do when it comes to the length of time is you want to ask yourself, what's going to be the most effective way for me to deliver this information? And people still get it where they don't feel rushed. It's not a crunch for time either, but I don't want to stretch it out either, where, hey, if I can deliver it in 3 hours, let's do the 3 hours. So what percentage off an actual course price should a beta course be offered at? You know what? It's completely up to you. When you do the beta course, some people don't do a beta course. They go straight when they launch it, because they already have the results, especially if you as a coach or a consultant, and you already have results from your one-on-one clients, you can go straight into it and not even do a beta course. So certainly up to you. But, it's not really a hard, fast rule of a percentage of what you would do off a beta course. But you can certainly, if you are promising some sort of result, and, you have a course, and I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at, I'm gonna read Letitia's comment in a second. If you have a course, so it's really and truly up to you when it comes to the pricing. You want to make it, with that beta, where you're saying, well, hey, you're only going to take a certain number of people with that beta, though. You don't want 100 people in the beta course. You want it to be a smaller course, so you can certainly, like I said, work the kinks out. And, have it at a price where it's almost like a no-brainer type thing, where it's like, okay, yeah, I want to get the people in, but also like you don't want it too low where it's like a 4-week course and you offer it for $97. Like some people, they're not going to put as much effort into that versus if you said, hey, it was at $497. So you certainly want to play around with that price point. Certainly do some market research if you're unsure about how you want to price that data. Because once again, you want to make it to where people are going to actually do the work. Because if I pay for something, like I said, if I do something for $99, I may or may not do it. But if I do it at $4.97, then I'm a little bit more invested in it. So I know that was kind of like, she didn't really answer the question, but it's not like a hard, fast rule when it comes to how you want to price the data. But you want to put it at a price point where it is appealing to people, but not too low to where it's like, okay, am I actually going to do the work? And what I was laughing at was Letitia when she said, because I had mentioned to Letitia before about offering a course. So she said, I wasn't mentally ready for that message from you. Now I am. See how prayer works. And Letitia, I'm actually glad that you said that, because actually, sometimes when information does come to you, you may not be ready for it then, but then you can hear it again like, oh, okay, now that makes sense. Or now because you're in a different headspace. So I completely understand. I know exactly what you're talking about, Letitia. That's what made me laugh. So you guys, yes. So, if you're thinking about doing a program, you certainly want to, think about what it is that you can deliver. You don't want it to be too much information at someone, coming at someone. And so, that's definitely something that you can think about. It's definitely something that you can work on. And once again, that is certainly something that I help my clients with, is coming up with their courses. Because for me, that's one of my greater strengths, because of the fact that I have a background in education and I have a background as a trainer. And so, getting that information out to people, that is definitely something that I do. And people have been asking me, Bev, when are you going to do a course? Bev, when are you going to do a course? Bev, when are you going to do a course? And I am actually, it's coming. And actually, if you're in my group, I'm actually going to put a poll up in the group, because I have a course that I'm thinking about doing. So I'm going to give a description in the group and just want to get a yay or nay if this is something that I feel like, something that you want. So be on the lookout over the next couple of days, my girls in my group, and to see whether or not this course is going to be something that you're wanting to do. It's probably, I'm going to start it off, and I'm thinking like a 30-day to your next 3K type course. So then that way, the goal is for you to make, in 30 days, make your next $3,000 in your business. So I'll put that poll out and see if there's any interest in that course. So that's been something that's been brewing on my mind. So we're going to see how that goes. So you guys, once again, I just want you guys to think, in your coaching and consulting business, yes, we know about the one-on-ones, and that's been something we've been talking about. But I did want to talk to you guys about some other offers that you can have in your business, because as we said before, your one-on-ones are usually going to be at a higher price point. It's going to be certain people that will do your one-on-ones. And so we know as Christian coaches and consultants, we still have that heart to serve other people. So it's like, okay, Bill, well, how do I touch some of these other people? And I said before, you have things that may be at a lower price point, especially if you have some type of product, like I said, a physical product or a digital product. You can have that at a lower price point. But I gave you that example with the prices of, how much more you would have to sell if you have something at $17 versus if you have something at $19.97. So you certainly don't want to, have a bunch of $7 products out there, because you're going to kill yourself trying to sell those things. So you certainly want to make sure that your pricing is something that you always keep in the forefront of your mind. And so, like I said yesterday, your digital products are usually going to be the lower prices. And now you're moving into your program. So your programs are going to be at a higher price point. And as I stated before, just depending upon what it is, that program can range in price from anywhere from, and I say $97, that's at the very low end, just depending upon what it is. If it's like a 3-hour mastermind, then okay. But that can range in the price of anywhere from $97 on up. And so, like I said, I've seen group programs at $3,000. I've seen group programs at $6,000. So it just really and truly depends on the value and the results that people get. Remember, that's always the outcome, the value that you're given and the results that people are going to get once they are done with your course. So you guys, I hope this was helpful once again. The point of this series is to give you guys some ideas. So things that if you haven't thought about it, it's like, boom. There we go, Letitia. I wish you could see the glowing light bulb over my head. I do see it, Letitia. Just, send me a message on Facebook Messenger and send me a little light bulb, and then I'll see that. I'll see the light bulb. But certainly, you guys, like I said, just something for you guys to think about. So if you haven't thought about a program, and once again, I'm not rushing out and telling you guys to do it tomorrow, just like I talked about yesterday when it comes to your products. I'm not saying that you have to have something in each one of these categories, but I do want you guys to start thinking, well, hey, is there a way for me to package what I have up here and get it out to people? Think about what people need. Think about the things, in your coaching or consultant area where you know there's a need for it. And if you're like, well, Bev, I'm not sure people need it. I always talk about, and I'm going to add this one to the end as one of the parts, market research. Market research is just you simply asking your ideal clients, hey, if I put this out there, is this something that you want? Hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing. This is, that's how you do your market research to see if there's even a need or demand for it. And one thing I'm going to tell you guys, your products, your programs. Tomorrow we'll talk about presentations, so like different ways that you can actually present information, your one-on-ones. Some people, they put something out there and they're like, well, dang, Deb, I put it out there and nobody bought. You guys, once again, Letitia, you are so awesome. I love you to death. She says she's dancing right now. In the inbox messages pending, so she might send me the light bulb. She might not. But yeah, certainly, you put something out there, and if it doesn't work that first time, don't give up. You guys, you don't give up. You certainly want to go through and you say, okay, it didn't work this time. What can I do next? Or what can I do differently? So you certainly want to make sure that, when you put yourself out there, of course, you're in the right mindset of, hopefully before you put it out there, you already did some market research. So you already know that some people are going to nibble on it anyway. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Once again, as I mentioned yesterday, we know this huge storm is coming through, hurricane, and I jacked her name up yesterday, Irma. Did I say it right? Hurricane Irma. And so once again, I know that they're trying to figure out what path this thing is going to take. And so I have family, I'm in Georgia. And so I have family on the coast of Georgia. And so my sister was like, Dad, we may be coming up there. Come on, bring the babies up. I love the babies. So yes. So like I said before, you guys, if you are in the path, those people that have been hit by the storm already, definitely prayers are with those people. And certainly just praying for, because of course the description of this is not looking good as far as the size of the storm. So we certainly want to make sure that our thoughts and prayers are with everyone and everyone does remain safe. So you guys, once again, I'm just giving you little nuggets to nibble on. Of course, if you want to flesh this out more, feel free to hop on a call with me, Periscope, Instagram. Let's do Instagram, Periscope. The link is in my bio. You can definitely hit me up at bit.ly/Beverly Call. So I kind of streamline it a little bit, so it's just Beverly Call. Just call me Beverly Call. And so if you are on Facebook, that is bit.ly/Beverly Call. And then once again, we can certainly flesh this out more. If this is another aspect of your business that you're thinking about doing and you want to do, hey, Marie, hey, how are you? I'm actually getting ready to wrap it up. Today, I was just talking about, as a coach or consultant, if you've been considering doing programs. So you certainly, if that is something that you've been thinking about, certainly make sure that you check out this replay. And like I said, there are so many different ways to do it. It's not just a one size fit all type of thing, but you definitely have different ways that you can certainly get a program out there. Once again, it can be anywhere from 3 hours long all the way up to a year-long mastermind. Also, some people do memberships as well. So just a bunch of different avenues where you can get that content out. Once again, you want to get that information out your head and out to other people who need what you have as far as your services. So you guys, thank you for hopping on in here tonight. So once again, just to do a quick recap, we talked about products, both physical products and digital products. And then tonight we were talking about programs. Well, Letitia, thank you. Every once in a while, someone tells me I'm awesome and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So you guys, tomorrow we'll talk about the third part to just some ways that you can, offer your services. So just a different component to your business, another way you can offer. You may or may not have thought about this other way, but if not, then hopefully this will give you some ideas as well. So you guys, once again, please stay safe. I will be back tomorrow night. You guys know me, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. You guys have an incredible night. Thank you.